welcome to The Dull Edge. This is our podcast where we talk about fun questions and interesting ideas. My name is Shay.
And I'm Bobby.
And today we're going to be talking about 3 different etiquette questions. Some of them are provided by listeners and one of them is mine.
Okay.
All right. You ready for this one?
Which one's yours?
Mine is the crisis one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So driveways. We're going to talk about driveways.
Okay.
So this is from your family. This is Quentin and Emily.
I want to say it's from Emily.
Okay.
Not so, sorry, Emily.
I don't know.
I just feel like Quentin and I are pretty close to the same, and I don't give 2 F's.
Okay, so as far as I understand, the issue is how do you feel about people using your driveway to turn around?
And I'm like, if you don't hit my car or my house, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, how else do you just want them to drive around the whole block? Like, when they have to get like 2 houses back? Like, I don't wait till there's an intersection in the road. Like, what?
I never thought about this because I grew up on a street that was a through street, so people didn't need to turn around.
Oh,
so,
what do you mean a through street?
Like, it was just like, you didn't stop, you just would go through it.
What if they they were like, they need to go to your house, and then they missed your house? They didn't ever like turn around someone's thing?
They didn't need to, they just would park down further and then walk back. It never happened. So, but where Quentin and Emily live is awkward. It's kind of, all spaghetti streets.
If that's the case, they could just park 2 houses down and walk back.
My question is, why do people need to use a driveway to turn around in anyway?
I don't know.
Why don't you just turn around to the road?
Some of the roads are kind of small. Even in my so my grandma's house, I'll use someone's driveway to turn around because I park only on the side you're supposed to park on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I got a ticket once for that.
Oh.
How dare you in Logan. Anyways.
I got a ticket like that in Wisconsin too.
Yeah. And so I will drive past their house and I'll be on the opposite side of the road, but I won't want to park on that side for whatever reason. There's a fire hydrant on that side, and then there's like a driveway, a chunk of driveway, and I'll just be like, I'll just turn around. So I drive to the next house and and then just park in front of my grandparents' house. I don't know. Why would that? I don't understand. Because I also asked that friend, and they were like, if you do it in the South, that you might be in danger.
And you do it what?
In the South.
In the South?
That's what he said. He was like, if you do it in the South, you might be in danger.
Why?
I guess
they're worried. Shocked?
I guess. I don't freaking know.
Well, that's weird.
They're like, apparently they don't like that.
Okay.
I don't know why. How dare you? I mean, I guess it depends on how far you drive up the driveway.
Yeah.
I'm very ew.
Yeah.
I'm not park in there and then drive out. But
if I ever have to turn around, pull all the way over to one side and then turn around as much in the road as you can.
So you'll do a 3-point turn in the street?
Sometimes that's how I prefer to do it, but if I can't because the road isn't, quite wide enough, then I'll never go past the sidewalk part. So it's just,
just
the little ramp up part. I'll hit that on occasion, but
sure.
I never would pull into someone's driveway and then back out.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing a full 3-point turn.
I'm doing a little coming to your house.
Yeah,
no.
Surprise. Nope.
But I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think it matters. I think
if
it only matters.
To our house, it wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, I think it depends on how far you go in, and I still wouldn't be mad. I'd be more like, why are you like this?
Why can't you drive better?
Right. Pay attention next time, I guess. But if they just geek in, like we said, then it doesn't bother me.
I'm way more annoyed when people park in my driveway than use it to turn around.
Who parks in your driveway?
Well, workmen or something like that. I can't, the number of times that, somebody's been over to the house and they've, for the upstairs, so George and Jeannie upstairs.
Oh, they hired an electrician and then they parked in your driveway.
Yeah, and, I need to go because I've either got to get kids to school or I'm going to go up to my mom's house or whatever, and then, I have to go and hunt down the plumber or the electrician or the couch man.
That feels weird to me. Why would
would you do that?
Yeah, just park on the front of the street.
Just park on the front of the street. It's more awkward for you anyway. So I don't like it when people park in my driveway. Or sometimes when family members will come over.
Oh yeah.
They'll park in the driveway and I'm like, I need to leave.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
You don't live here.
You don't live here. Go
Get
away.
Out of here.
Yeah. No, the turning around doesn't bother me as much. Although I can see why at night if you had lights coming into your house that would be really annoying, especially if you lived in a place where people had to turn around a lot and they just used it as a revolving door, or you had that one annoying person that always came and didn't know how to drive.
I feel like I would just put up lights because there's some of those houses that get at the end of the T and you're like, what are you supposed to do about that? You just put up lights.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just am I don't know.
I've never really thought about it until this question came up.
Yeah, and the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, why does anyone care?
Well, apparently in the South you're going to get shot.
Then you don't. You know exactly when the house is a stop, firm stop.
Tell us if it's true. What's it like? What's the culture like where you're from?
Yeah.
Do people have
If you live
driveways?
somewhere else. Do people have driveways?
Some people don't have
Everyone
driveways.
has driveways.
They
How
don't
do they
have
where?
driveways.
They just park their house right on the street?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Where?
One of the houses I lived in Wisconsin, funny,
Yeah.
there was no driveway, and the house was just literally in the middle of like a field, and you just kind of put your car wherever you wanted to.
No, but they had a driveway, whether
Oh.
it's permanent or not, to drive to the house. They didn't like swervity swerve and we're here, right? They had like a dedicated
That's fair.
drive up.
Yeah, but it was just dirt. It wasn't like cement or
It's
anything.
a dirt driveway.
Yeah, but we parked on what would be considered the street, or like the hedge on the side of the street was where we parked.
True.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a wild house. It was a converted bar from the 1880s.
She just all of a sudden stopped talking and looked up into the distance.
It was a wild
Weird
place to
house.
live. I got attacked by a snake there. It was awesome.
That place?
That
Oh,
place.
freaking nuts.
It was great. Anyway, okay.
Sure.
So, number 2. Here's your next etiquette question.
Yes.
Being in other people's pictures when you're clearly not part of the party that's being taken a picture of.
Okay. Which
So,
I had a question.
what
about
is your
this.
question?
So in your example,
Uh,
it's for Alonzo taking.
Uh-huh.
Is it like they make the meal and they're like, bring that chef guy out, he's great.
Yeah, something
And then
like
they
that.
like all stand up and they go,
Look, here's the chef.
and then
Or
they
like-
take a picture with him.
Yeah,
like
they
that's
just
what-
want him to be in the picture because it's part of their experience where they're having this wonderful moment of a vacation or whatever, and they're like, and look, here's our chef. And like, that's
Okay.
super annoying to him. And I would be annoyed too. Like, excuse me, what do you want me in
Right,
your picture
right.
for?
Just take a picture of your food and
Yeah.
write down my name next to it or something.
Yeah, or like the other thing though is I find is like when you're like at I'm saying like too much, when you're at like an event, a ball game or whatever,
Mhm.
and people are like, selfie, and you're just like, well, I'm sitting behind you, so now you're getting a great picture of my stomach, I guess. Like,
So you don't like that?
No.
See, I don't care.
Really?
And so a lot of the time, if I can see, I'll see them doing it, and if I can see my face in it,
Mhm.
and I don't like, for whatever reason, I don't like them,
Yeah.
I will like lean back,
Lean
or
back.
I'll lean away,
Yeah.
or like you just do something in it. You know what I mean?
You're like sticking your tongue out.
Peace sign. Not anything rude. Don't do anything like that. But like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'm also smiling at you. a
You're
little bit.
smiling in your picture.
Right? Like
Oh.
whatever. If it's off to the, I'll probably like
Yeah.
make sure nothing's tucked weird or nothing. But like
For me,
I don't know,
it's
it
more of
doesn't
like an
move.
issue of distance. Like if
Yeah.
we're all at the same museum and you're taking a picture of you in the statue and I'm like 50 feet behind you as like a little in the background, sure,
Yeah.
whatever. But like if I'm sitting right next to you and you have turned all of your camera and your faces and now my profile is just in your picture as your backdrop, please don't take that picture of me. I don't want to be in your photographs forever. I don't like that. Put the cameras closer to your face.
Like we wanted to include this statue, but this woman doesn't want to be in it, so it's us in a mysterious place.
I'm just not your backdrop. I'm not your backdrop. Please don't take pictures of me.
What the frick?
I just think it's weird.
I think unless they're taking a picture and it's like you're posing for another picture
Mm.
and they take a picture of you, then that's weird. But otherwise, I'm like, it's just because I'm that person that takes pictures too. So.
Well, yeah, but you're not like out there making other people your backdrop. You're pretty good about it. Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It depends, because if I don't like you, I'll make sure you're not in the background. If you ever watch my videos that I put for like fencing and stuff, there will be times it'll be awkwardly not centered, and I'll be like, I'm not putting you in there. Why
Yeah.
you decided to sit at the front, I don't know.
Don't sit where
Why you sat like that at the front, I don't know. And it will be like, oh, I guess we're doing 3/4 shot. Or I'll zoom in, oh, guess we don't have legs today.
Just
Fine.
upper body fencing.
Right. We're like, I'm not putting you in here.
Very ineffective for study.
Well, no,
body
if they're
fencing, yeah.
fighting, I'll get all of it or whatever, or I'll switch sides. I'll be like, oh, you guys are
Yeah.
deciding to make out today? No, and then I'm going to go to the other side and I'll say, hey,
Yeah.
move somewhere else because none of us want to see you make out.
Forever, recorded for
Right.
eternity. Yeah.
Got
Yep.
sick of that happening. So now I just say, hey,
Yep.
you need to chill out somewhere else. Don't sit in the middle if you're going to do that. I don't care if you go into the woods. Go into the
Yeah.
woods and do whatever you want.
Go, you do what?
Yeah.
No, I don't like being in other people's pictures. Anyway, there you go. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, third one, and this is the one that I think is most interesting because I came up with this topic. So, but it's etiquette during times of crisis for other people. So
Yeah.
like
So
a death or like a serious illness or a birth or like
Right.
something that is very unusual
Mm.
and how people treat you during this time. So like, what are the rules?
What are
What are the
do you have an
rules?
example of a poopy thing someone's done so that I know
Yeah, okay, so
like what you're? Because this was one I was like, I feel I know what you're saying.
Okay.
But...
I have two thoughts on this one.
Okay.
So the first one is like when somebody has died,
Right.
and other people who don't know this person,
Mm-hmm.
they will talk to you and they're like, oh, so and so would have wanted this, or they loved this so much, and I know that they would want you to have it, or whatever. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, no, if they wanted you to have it, they would have put it in a will. Okay, so there's
Yeah.
that. And then like you don't know them, you don't know what was in their head. Maybe they didn't like you, and they're just a nice person.
Right,
Like you
right.
don't know that. So I love this because I found this quote from Miss Manners, who is wonderful for all
I wonder
sorts of.
why you put that in. I was like,
yeah.
Miss Manners.
Miss
I was like,
Manners.
"Oh,
No, she's so like
nice."
Miss Manners is like one of those old school holdovers from like when newspapers were actually a thing.
Oh yeah,
like
I
real
love that stuff,
newspapers.
and they're like, let
Yeah.
me teach you how to be a woman.
Yes.
And you're like, oh.
So I
Nope.
read the compilation of all of the last before the newspapers went away. I read
Yeah.
the compilation of Miss Manners,
Yeah.
and one of the things that she says is brilliant. She says putting sentiments in the mouths of others is always offensive, particularly so in the case of those who are not around to speak for themselves. So you cannot say what someone else thinks or feels. It's wrong. You
Yeah.
shouldn't do it. So I'm like, every single time someone does that when someone is dead, I'm like, ugh, you're the
See, I don't know
worst.
if I've ever paid attention to
Really?
that.
You will now.
I-
You'll hear it
Well,
now.
that's someone has to die now.
Well,
I need to like freaking do that. I
You'll
don't have
see
a,
it in movies too. They loved this, and they would have wanted you to have it.
I
Would
guess I've
they?
seen it in movies where
Yeah.
you're like, he would have wanted you to do that, and you're like,
Mhm.
obviously not.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have wanted you to go to school for that,
No.
or what, or quit school, or whatever.
They would have told you.
They would have, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have discussed it with you before they
Yeah.
died or whatever.
I don't like that at all. And then the other thing that I was thinking about, was when something dramatic happens and people were like, if you need anything, just let me know. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I think the next generation down has come a little bit further in
Mhm.
their social awareness from that statement, because I feel like now mostly what I hear in that crisis situation is like, what can I do
What
for
can
you?
I do?
They're
Yeah.
asking that. I'm like, okay, good. Everybody's made that step. Let's come one step further.
Yeah.
And this is the question that you should be asking. Can I do blank for you?
A specific.
Yeah.
I feel like though on that one, I feel like they don't know what they need to do for you.
That's why they need to think.
Okay.
Just so
Use your
if
noggin
you
here.
don't know somebody well enough to know
Yeah.
what they need or feel comfortable like offering something,
Mhm.
you probably shouldn't be tier 1 in the crisis situation anyway. Go
right.
home.
Right.
Right?
Yes. Because we had some of those like that
Go.
where they like show up and they
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, we're gonna help you with this, and you're like, we definitely don't need that.
We don't need that.
We do not need you to
Yeah.
do our laundry. That's not what we need for
Yeah.
you. We don't even want you. I don't know you. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Because I feel like we're pretty close, and you
Mhm.
just had your swordsman ceremony thing.
Master Sword.
And I got the feeling that I should ask you
yeah.
what you need, but I was like, I have no idea what you need, because you're kind of in like a weird situation for yourself, and it's one of those where I'm like, I don't know what you need.
No,
but
but
you need something, you know what I mean? Like whatever. I'm like, I brought
It
you a
was
towel.
such a sweet question. It was such a sweet question. I
And
really
I don't have a
appreciated it.
good like. Do you
Yeah.
want me to clean your clothes for you?
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Well, that wasn't necessarily a crisis situation either.
No,
it was just
no.
what was happening. But it was a really
Right.
sweet question. The way that you asked it, because of our relationship, meant more to me
Yeah.
than just some rando that
Some,
felt like
like,
they needed to do
I
something.
saw your
for,
husband died. Do you need
Yeah.
something? And you're like,
No.
no, I don't know you.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom's pretty passionate on that, where you're like,
Yeah.
there should be a person in between that
Mhm.
you know, that you can then go to them, and then they can be like, I full well know you don't know me, and I don't know you, so you can
Yeah.
you can make a poster and give it to me, and I'm not going to give it to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
like
yeah.
some things that run interference. My mom's very yeah.
I feel like there does need to be that one person. So that would be like one rule that I would say that everyone should have. Like in the
Mhm.
crisis situation, there needs to be a contact point who is not immediately related to the
Mhm.
to the crisis itself,
Yeah.
and that can be like
Yeah.
everybody talk to this person.
Right.
Don't talk to the
Deal with
crisis
them,
people.
because they're dealing
Yeah.
with their actual feels,
Yeah.
and you're just dealing with your side feels, where you could just shove off
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
So there needs to be a contact point for sure.
Yeah.
And then if you don't know somebody well enough to know what question to ask, it's not you.
It's not. Yeah. It's
So
definitely not.
bugger
Yeah.
off.
It's oh frick, what is it? Know your
Know your.
it's like what happens in
You'll get it.
I'll get it.
It's coming to you. You're working on it.
It's like on reality TV, and they're like, oh, it's because I'm a threat, and you're like, if you step back, you're not.
Yeah.
If you looked at your whole self, you know you're not. Like that, where if you step back and
Be
think,
self-aware.
Self-aware. Thank
Self-aware.
you. Self-aware. If you were self-aware, you would know that person's never called me for anything. I probably shouldn't be up their bum.
Yeah. Yeah. And like at that point, if you're self-aware enough and you still feel the need to like extend,
right, you get that feeling where you're like, there's something I need to do,
then a note,
right,
write a note, like an old school note, like on paper.
Send your young child across.
And just like, here, we were thinking of you, because that's going to be more supportive and helpful than anything that you could ever do.
And they might see that note later and be like, oh, Sally can make me dinner today,
right,
or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Send a note.
Send a note, and then if they don't like you enough, it'll be chucked,
right,
and that's it. And you did your due diligence. And if they do like you, it'll end up in their hands later.
So when I was pregnant, there you go. But I had these people who were assigned to me from our church. They're visiting teachers, is what they were called at the time, and they were the most inconvenient humans in my life. They were so inconvenient.
I feel like everyone's was.
Anyway.
Everyone's may still be. I don't do that. But I feel like there's not usually a person that's like, I love them.
Well, maybe that's just because we're introverted. Anyway,
maybe.
Like I love the idea that people should look out for each other. Like I'll say that. I think that's a brilliant idea that people should look out for each other.
The concept is good.
Right.
The execution is poor.
Right. Anyway, so these two cuties were assigned to me, and they were cute, but
were they adults?
They were adults.
Like,
but they had kids. So they were
they like
kids and stuff.
I just mean like your same, or were they like, I'm a grandma?
You know, no, they were like roughly my age. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
Within 5 years or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I had a really hard time getting pregnant the first time. It took us like 3 years to get pregnant, and it was very traumatic for me and very sad. And I thought maybe we wouldn't be able to get pregnant. And this girl, she would be like, "Oh yeah, we just get pregnant at the top of the hat and da 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 and whatever." And then they're like,
"Why would you say that?"
I know. Why would you say that?
Hush the frick up.
Yeah, shush.
No
I'm
one
having
cares
a hard
about
time.
you. Yeah.
Anyway, so then they would always bring their kids over, and I didn't have any kids.
See, I feel like that's a normal thing that they did too.
Oh, I didn't like that. Don't bring your kids.
Don't bring your kids.
Yeah. Well, and I had a brand new house, and their kids like damaged my brand new house. They damaged the floor, and they damaged my walls, and they broke one of my games and stuff. And I'm like, So finally, I told them, I will come to you. Let's meet at your house so that your kids could be comfortable. Anyway, so there was that. But I had the funniest dream when I was almost done being pregnant. So like maybe 3 or 4 weeks before I gave birth.
Your first child or second?
With my first.
I guess you're
first.
having a hard time.
So I had a dream where I had gone into labor and my husband was in a secure lab, so I couldn't call him.
Does that happen?
Yeah, there's times when I can't reach him because
he's in a secure lab.
Yeah, labs and yeah.
Is he a scientist or a computer guy?
Yes.
He's a scientist?
He's both. Both. So he has to wear a lab. Like, he doesn't do the chemical stuff. But he does yes, there's times where he has to be like in an ESD coat and stuff so that like electrical currents don't fry the board that he's working on. So yeah, that's pretty cool. He does cool stuff.
I thought he was just like,
No. He does that too.
I wrote
he does
the code, now the bomb's ready.
No.
Like, that's what I thought.
He doesn't do bombs.
I know he doesn't do bombs. He doesn't do bombs, but like, you know what I mean? I thought that's what he was.
No. He spends most of his time like coding and stuff. But like last week he was out there testing, so he's out in the field in quotes like testing a table. So that was pretty cool.
A table?
And they broke one. He didn't. The team before him broke one. Oh. So it was like, and when they break stuff, like these are like hundreds of thousands of dollars of stuff. Yeah.
Oh my
so anyway, that was interesting. He's been on a very annoying project lately. Anyway, okay, so in this dream, he was in a lab and I couldn't access him because, security.
Right.
And then for whatever reason, I also couldn't get a hold of either of his mom or my mom.
Oh, right.
In this dream, so it was like a nightmare, right?
Clench it
in. So I went into labor in my kitchen, and in the dream, I'm not.
No, for sure.
It's a dream, right? Okay.
I would have to be. No, sorry.
Go ahead.
I know that stuff's messy, and I would be like, get on the counter, we're going over the sink.
No,
I can't do that.
The floor was wood floor, so it was the best position.
I don't know, it's just a splash zone. Just
gross.
Disgusting.
Anyway, but I had the thought in my dream I could call them, these two people.
No.
And I was like, nope, having the baby by myself. And I made that choice in my dream because I was like, these people are bad in a crisis. They are a nightmare. I don't want to deal with it.
There's hardly been. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody be like, thank goodness I guess there's a few people.
Yeah.
But I think they were home teachers, not visiting teachers. And they're always like, oh, I'd call my home teacher for sure.
Nope.
But visiting teacher, I'm like, I don't know if I've ever heard anybody be like, my visiting teacher were the best. And you're like, no, they're not. They're always just.
I don't know. That was another experience too. Like, for whatever reason, not these girls because they finally went away, and I was like, oh, thank heaven. But like, I had so many sets of religious sisters that would like want to bring me treats, and I told them like, I can't, like, you don't understand, like, that's bad for me. Like, I will die. Don't bring me sugar. And they would just every single time they would just bring me sugar. I'm like, listen to what I'm saying.
Right. So,
bring
a shish kebab over. It'd be
or
awkward.
A book.
Or a book.
A book.
I feel like no one does books because they like.
Because they're worried about what?
Because they just, it's like me handing me the books
Yeah.
that I like versus you like, you're like, I don't know. So then they bring you religious books and you're like, why are you bringing me
Do you know,
this?
I'd be more happy if they found a feather on the floor and brought it to me. Like, here's a feather, I was thinking of you. But you
Isn't there
also don't
meaning
have to
behind
bring
it?
anything. I don't know. I mean, maybe if you're in like World War II and didn't want to go to war, here's a feather that means you're a coward. I don't know. But like,
I think it like, no, I'll look it up.
okay, look it up. But yeah, so crisis situations, like, don't put your nose where it doesn't belong. Jeez. Oh, if you're gonna be in a crisis situation to actually genuinely be helpful, like,
Yeah, don't just force your way in.
don't force your way in. Like, actually be helpful. And yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I'm curious what other people have experienced, like, for their crises that they've been through, food and stuff.
It says giving a feather is a symbolic gesture with varied meanings, often representing freedom, courage, peace, or divine connection.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it doesn't mean nothing, but it also doesn't really fit. So
Okay.
But I would accept a feather. If
I would
someone
accept
came
a
and was
feather.
like, I found this and maybe it means something to you, I'd be like, it sure don't, but I'll take it. Put it right in the glass with all the rest of them.
Anyway, but
Did they
that's.
bring you flowers? Did you say flowers?
So they could have brought
They could have
me.
brought you flowers.
I would have preferred that.
That would have been lovely.
That would have been lovely.
I would have been not upset to
Anyway.
be surrounded by flowers.
Even if you tell them, though, this is like
Oh, yeah.
crisis situations. Blah, 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 blah.
Does that answer your question?
I mean, it kind of does, yeah.
Okay, great.
Did you have? Do you have any?
No.
No?
I didn't write anything down for
You
this
didn't
because I
write
was like,
anything
I'm a little unsure of what you want. So, but yeah.
Something like that. I am curious what other people have been through, though, and like, how have you dealt with it, or what have you learned from how people have dealt with you poorly and you didn't like it?
Yeah. I don't like, we talked about this, I don't like when people say good luck. And you're like,
Yeah.
it's too late, they're dead.
Yeah.
Like, it's, you know, and I know
Yeah.
they mean it for like yourself,
Yeah.
good luck that you do okay, and you're like, it's not, they're dead, and
Yeah.
I have to go through this.
There's no luck here.
Or, you know, or,
I hope it goes well.
yeah, when you say good luck and it's like childbirth, I'm like, what are you trying to say? You know, like,
Good
you know,
luck.
like,
It's gonna be
don't say good luck.
horrible.
It's 100% gonna happen. You know, not, you know, like, you don't
Yeah.
jinx what, if it's good, don't jinx it. If it's bad, it's too late.
It's
Like,
too late, yeah.
I don't know.
Don't say good luck.
There should be something else. Someone, even if you have a good thing to say to someone,
Yeah.
let us know that.
Let us know
because not good luck.
Not good
I
luck.
hate it.
All right, there we go. Thanks for
Anyway.
listening. We appreciate it. Let us know. Like, subscribe, and share.
Oh my
whatever.
gosh, bless you.